Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching. So today I am back with a health update. If you are new and you don't know, I have quite the complex-ish health situation sort of going on. So I have a history of hypothyroidism, endometriosis, a unicornuate uterus, and I also developed vestibular migraines about a year ago. So I'm just in the process of getting my health back on track and trying to be the healthiest that I can be for my daughter, who is almost 3. So before I get into everything, please go and like this video. It really helps out my channel. Yeah, let's dive in to the latest updates on what's going on with my health. So on Friday, I saw a neurologist via telehealth, thank goodness, because my child was supposed to be napping but did not nap. So that was a hot mess, but anyways, I digress. The neurologist was so nice, and previously I have been working with a neurologist who was managing more my vestibular symptoms, but he did put me on Topamax for my migraines. And then he also put me on diazepam and Zofran to help me manage my vestibular vertigo-y symptoms that go along with the migraines. One of my goals is to get off of Topamax, and I know that I have to get off of that very, very slowly, and it is a wean process. I can't just stop taking it because that could literally spell disaster. My neurologist wanted me to get set up with a neurologist to have them on my team, and I really drug my feet with even scheduling. So I didn't even schedule this appointment until January, which was basically 6 months after I saw my other doctor the last time. And so they were booked 3 months out. So anyways, I finally got into them, and she was super nice and totally on board with me weaning off of Topamax because I've been doing pretty good for so long now. And one thing that has changed over the last couple months is we've had some changing of staff at work, and I'm a little bit of kind of like an empath, and I totally will hold on to other people's anxiety and emotion and pick up on that a lot around me. And we had someone in our office who, God love her, had a lot going on and had a lot of anxiety. And while we had a lot of fun at work together and working together, she also shared a lot of anxiety, and I feel like I picked up on that a lot. And so once she left, my anxiety and my vestibular symptoms and migraines have dwindled a lot. I was previously taking diazepam twice a day, Monday through Thursday, which are my work days, and I no longer do that. So I've really made some good progress. And so this neurologist was super on board with me weaning off of Topamax. So I have started that process, and it's going to be at least a 4-month process of getting me off of Topamax, which I'm totally fine with. We'll just see how it goes. So far so good. I am on day 5, I think, day 4 or day 5 of taking away one of my capsules, and so far I'm doing really great. So there's that. Today I saw a new endocrinologist, and I was really pleased. He is a plant-based endocrinologist, and it made me feel really good that I'm doing everything basically that I need to do. I do have to switch around some of my supplements because right now I take all of my vitamins first thing in the morning, and vitamin D and vitamin K2 while I do take them together, which is like the right thing, I don't eat that much in the mornings most of the time, and they should be taken with a meal. So I am going to be like moving those to either lunch or dinner just to try to get better absorption. But I also found out that I kind of was taking like the right approach to my thyroid meds by doing a T3 and T4 medication, but I stopped taking those back in December. I'm no longer seeing the previous provider that I was seeing for my thyroid, and I had like a stomach bug, and like just this whole like cascade of things happened, and I saw my labs and like they weren't great with like the dose that I was taking. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna not take it. Like, it's just one thing to take off my plate. I was feeling really overwhelmed with medications and supplements, and that was like right before I was having surgery. So I was like, I'm just gonna not take it. So the plan now with my thyroid is to not take medication yet. I am going to start supplementing iodine, which I've never done before. I do have a history of like seafood allergies and stuff, so I'm a little bit scared of it. But I'm gonna start it slow. So we have a plan in place for that to make sure that I can tolerate it well. And I'm also going to be getting blood work done. I have the order because it's a lot of blood work that he ordered. So I'm going to be getting my TSH, free T4, free T3, iodine, hemoglobin A1C, FSH and LH, estradiol, insulin, vitamin D, a comprehensive metabolic panel, iron, TIBC and ferritin panel, and then B12 all tested. And he's testing like some of those like hormone type things like the FSH, LH, and estradiol because of my endometriosis. That's why he's also doing the A1C and insulin, just to make sure those things are good, because he was very knowledgeable and said that endometriosis a lot of times goes along with insulin resistance, which when I was not eating a plant-based diet, like before I went vegan, plant-based, like whole food and stuff, I really had a hard time with my fasting glucose. Like, it was very borderline, like a lot of the time. And that was, I mean, I wasn't even like overweight at that time. So, well, I was a little bit overweight, but not where I was before I started my most recent weight loss journey. So yeah, anyways, he's super, super knowledgeable. I'm so happy that I switched providers, honestly. Besides the fact that he takes insurance and my previous one did not, that makes it a lot better as well. But I feel like I made the right call, and that I really switched because my previous provider, like, I felt like I had outgrown them when I went vegan. Like, once I went plant-based, I feel like I outgrew them. It's a different like way of eating, way of living, and even though she was very like holistic, it's still like some of the recommendations just still like didn't add up, and some of her knowledge base was just very different. Like, in the past, she had actually told me to go like low carb when my glucose was high. So knowing that, and knowing my thyroid still wasn't right, and knowing that I didn't want to go back on a naturally desiccated thyroid pill, which is animal based, I knew that it was time for me to like move on and find someone who better could meet my needs. So I'm super happy with the switch. So I already picked up the iodine, and I'm gonna start that tonight. Yeah, so I go back to the doctor in about 8 weeks or so. It was supposed to be 7, but he's very busy and didn't have any appointments before that. So Yeah, I'm a little nervous to get all this blood drawn, but it's gonna be fine. It's totally gonna be fine. Yeah, so that is kind of the update. That's where I'm at. And I will keep you guys posted on how things go in the future with both like getting off of Topamax and, you know, supplementing iodine versus being on medication. We're just gonna kind of see how that goes. I may still end up back on medication, and I am okay with that. But if I can help it, I really would like to not be on meds. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.